It's almost an oxymoron. A German designing Italian cars. Stern versus sexy, over engineered versus past the cappuccino. How does that jibe?
So, we're living in a society where you call me German because I carry a German passport and I was born in Germany. But I would say I left Germany, what is now probably 17, 18 years ago. If you add my studies in England, even longer. I lived more than 20 years outside Germany. And so I would say, yes, I grew up in Germany and of course grew up in that kind of culture. And I have to admit, every 4 years when it's World Cup time, it's all about Germany, I have to admit. But if we ignore football for a moment or soccer for a moment, I consider myself a global citizen. I had to design German cars in Germany. I had to design American products in the US, and now I'm designing Italian products. And honestly, I also learned that in the US, I think us international designers who come into a different country to design a product, it's not just me, there's many examples. We have this incredible advantage of looking at the brand from the outside coming in. If I look back into, all the way back to 2005 when I came to the US and I had the chance to work on, let's say, Chrysler product. At that time in Germany, Chrysler was known for the Crossfire and the 300. Fantastic products, cool products, American products. And then you come to the US and you realize that for a lot of people in the US, Chrysler did not have the same glow and excitement that it had for me coming from Germany. So what I was able to do is infuse a lot of self-confidence into the design team, reminding them on what an amazing brand they're working at. So fast forward to Italy. Of course, when you come to Italy, which is a country, it's been all about design. There were indeed a couple of headlines in some magazines about the fact that there's now a German in charge of the design. But number one, design is a team sport. It's never really about just who leads the design. It's always the whole team. But even if you look at the team, it's a very international team. But you have to remind yourself, there's another incredibly important, iconic, cultural, relevant Italian product. It's the espresso. And guess what? There's not a single Italian espresso bean in the espresso. The espresso beans come from around the world. It's the process that was invented in northern Italy that creates the espresso. So the way I look at us as design, including myself, we are the chicchi di caffè, which is Italian for coffee beans. And we come from around the world, but we respect, we study, and we apply the Italian design process. And that allows us still to create iconic Italian design.